All right, let's get it on the road, everyone. Quite a rainy day today, but let's wrap it up with a bit of politics for you, just to add the icing to the cake. Quite a number of by-elections, what some people call off-cycle elections, have been scheduled for this time. The case of Edo is very peculiar because the current governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, of course, had to vacate his Senate seat to run for the governorship of the state, and today is the governor, so that has been vacant. The same thing with his, well, some people say 2IC, the deputy governor, Dennis Idahosa himself, a former member of the House of Representatives. That federal constituency has also been vacant. Now, there is the race for the two persons who would replace these two gentlemen in those two capacities. I'm joined this morning by a member of the APC, Comrade Haruna Brimo, to help us understand what exactly is going on the ground in terms of the politics, and in particular the electioneering and the campaign that will go before the 16th of August. Thank you, Comrade Haruna, for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
Let's talk about what makes this very unique. Of course, we understand how we came about these vacancies in the first instance, but issues have always, I mean, the campaigns have always been about individuals, about personalities. Have we really heard much about issues in this campaign?
Of course, it seems maybe you guys need to do more of media engagement.
But it's been so much about personalities for the most part.
Like what? Which of the personality? Because
quite a number of them.
It's been about issues of good governance delivery. First of all, let Nigerians know that this is an election that is like a litmus test. And
for whom? For INEC or for the actors?
For the actors involved, not just the actors, the state government, the Okpebholo'S administration, in the sense that was his senatorial district. He was a senator from 2023 till November last year, when he was sworn in as governor of the state, and coming back to campaign for his party, APC, for people to vote for the candidate of the party. It shows that there must be issue-based electionary process. It tells that there's going to be like interaction between him and the people. After about 8 to 9 months in governance, the people will ask questions from that particular senatorial district. Ironically, it's from there. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? Same thing with the deputy governor, who was a House of Rep member from the Ovia Federal Constituency. And now,
since 2019.
Since 2019, and now the deputy governor of the state. And we also have a candidate there, Right Honorable Omosede Igbenedion, as APC candidate.
Who is not a neophyte to the House of Representatives.
Exactly.
She has been there.
Exactly. So it's a test of stewardship from both the governor and the deputy in their respective constituents, because these are where the elections are taking place right now. Why do you want the people to vote for a candidate of your party as a deputy governor? These are issues that you need to tell the people during election. It's not about the personality. Beyond the personality lies the fact that you are from a party that is in government. What has the government and the party done for the people in this constituency that will make them work and vote for your candidates? The same thing with the governor. So if you go side by side, that's why I call it a litmus test. And beyond that, it's going to play a pivotal role in determining or influencing the possible outcome of the 2027, as far as Edo State is concerned. Because an APC state, I'm talking on the general elections.
That you mentioned the APC state is very instructive, because there are people in the state, I mean those residents in those states, politicians like yourself, who say that the only thing, the unique thing, the All Progressives Congress is bringing to the table in these two elections, all right, these two polls will just be incumbency, nothing else.
No. These are not the contestants. First of all, are not incumbent. When I mean
incumbency in the sense of the fact that APC is in power.
You have opportunity to the party that just left power in those states is PDP.
Right.
For 8 years, Obaseki was in charge. And if the governor is coming to his senatorial district to say, vote for my candidate or vote for the candidate of APC, the governor is being able to point to SYZ project that is done for his senatorial district in the last 8 months that were not there in the 8 years of the former PDP-led government of Edo State. Then the people will definitely vote for the governor, not based on incumbency, but based on what he has done. We can count. We have 5 local governments in Edo Central. Let's start from there. We have the Esan West, which is Ekpoma. We have the Esan Central, Irua. We have the Esan Northeast, Uromia, and we'll have the Igwebe and the Esan Southeast, Ubiaja. Across this respective local government, there is no local government that the Okpebholo-led administration in the last 9 months has not faced a fundamental project. I mean fundamental project. I'm not even talking of the general recruitment and human capital development that is going on across the 18 local governments in the state. Let's start from Ekpoma, for example. Ile is in Ekpoma.
Right.
It's connecting Ile to Irua and the Ile-Idumebo road that leads to Irua. The Ako-Ile road that also leads to Irua. The primary school, the Ile Primary Secondary School remodel. One of the Ekpoma itself, the headquarters of the local government of Esan West. The fact that the university is being revamped across all fronts. For the first time, we now have a board of governors that's running the affairs of the university, increasing the.
But AAU has always had a board.
Yeah, for some time they didn't have. They were being on salaries, which you are aware of. Lecturers were being hold, and Okpebholo cleared all those things. That is Esan West local government, where it's a university community. And coming back to the university subvention, before now, the past administration was paying 41 million monthly subvention. The university, how do you expect 41 million apart from maybe they generate their own internal IGR from school fees and other levies from students? How do you expect such school to embark on some capital infrastructure project? But Okpebholo came in, rearranged the old, restructured the old system and increased the subvention to 500 million. And you expect those people not to, that university community, for example, not to vote for his party in the coming election. Let's go to Esan Central, which is Irua, where a lot of projects is going on. We have the Edo State NOC and Science Technology School currently being constructed in Udomi. Udomi is a community in Esan Central in Irua. What of the Uwesa farm projects, massive farm projects? We are talking of that is going to bring direct and indirect engagement and employment from over 20,000 people, funded by the state government for the first time. Don't forget that for 8 years somebody funded wasted 23 billion in a Sobe farm and we never harvested maize. Now we are talking of a complete farm system. You know, what of if we see touch in the same Esan Central, we have the Udoni Road to the village, the Afuda Road, being constructed already. These are constructed roads. A lot of projects going on, and it's connected from Iruepe. They just approved the Iruepe to Sabogida Ora Road right now. Iruepe is the community of the former senator. What is it called? The man that Oshomo took over from. Professor Osubo.
Right.
His own community.
The one that was removed by court.
Exactly, the one that was removed by court. Professor Osubo was a former senator who is now in the ADC. Okpebholo is touchy-giving project, delivery project across. Now let's go to Uromi. You saw him on television the other day. Uromi Agboro, that is not passable. More than 3 road projects are going on in that axis. That is Esan Northeast.
Can I ask you this?
Excuse me, Igwebe.
Yes.
He just approved another school for them. And all these schools are being remodeled. About 16 schools.
That's what you already have a college of education.
Exactly. For total reconstruction and rehabilitation of the college of education in Igwebe. And Uzea Road is ongoing. Even as we are campaigning right now, they are asphalting that road. Ugboha Road is there. These are all in Esan land. And we expect these people not to vote. You're talking about personality. When there are projects to show for it.
Okay, with all of this, I mean, brilliant ideas.
We are not talking of the massive federal road construction that is going on in Ekpoma across the 5 local governments.
These are amazing projects, really. I mean, those completed, those ongoing, and even those that have been, I mean, within the space of ideation and all that.
We're going to talk of Ugboha, the larger. You remember in this program, talk about the water scheme. Yes, that Buhari completed and was waiting for reticulation since September 2018.
Again, that's
Mohammed was the Minister of Information who handed that project over to Obaseki. And they never reticulated that.
I knew that would cycle back to Obaseki.
No, but that is the truth. Yes. As we speak today now, people of Ugboha and Everons, for the first time, I think that is the only town I can see in those states that have access to pipe borne water. We're not talking about borne water.
Okay,
within 8 months, Okpebholo reticulated that water system.
Amazing. But
water is running.
But you see, that's why I was.
That's
why I was going to ask you. People will say, I mean, every right-thinking person will say, with all of these projects, all of these initiatives being rolled out, the government under the leadership of Senator Monday Okpebholo is doing amazingly well. But again, there's a challenge that appears to give the impression that the governor is doing the job of Honorable Omosede Igbeneghu and the other gentleman running for the seat, for the office of the senator for that for them. I mean, nobody is talking about what these individuals, both of them, are bringing to the table. For them.
You know, in Nigeria, we drift a lot. Most of us in Nigeria, we don't know that with the organs of government we have the executive, who is responsible to execute governance, including good governance delivery in project and what have the policy formulation, policy direction, policy implementation, and co. You now have the legislative arm of government, whose responsibility, core functionality, is for lawmaking. The law that is being made is the law that the executive implements, and it's the same law that the judiciary interprets, isn't it? But today in Nigeria, most of us expect lawmakers to be delivering a project. I was engaging somebody on social media where during the campaign, Ikpe talked about how he's going to drive some bills and laws that will affect rural agriculture, rural farming, rural economy. People were not talking, oh, is it what we are going to do there? You are not telling us the road you are going to build for us. You're not telling us the water you are going to bring. All this, if not because Obasanjo initiated the constituency allowance or constituency project scheme into our political lexicon, that is now making the National Assembly looks as if they are project executors. You understand? The core business of legislative is to do the legislative business of bills creation, bills passage, and lawmaking. And which these people have come, they have identified areas in the health sector as far as Edo State is concerned, or senatorial district, Esa Central, Edo Central is concerned. They have reviewed the activities in the agricultural sector, rural economy, the local market. How do you create that enabling law? These laws are not just meant for, imagine Ikpe initiating a bill that will affect, that will stratify the gains for local market women in Nigeria. It's not just going to be limited to Edo Central. When that bill is passed and it becomes law, it becomes for the whole Nigeria, isn't it? That's why they call them distinguished senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They don't call them senators of so senatorial districts. They will only say you are representing, but your bills become national
items.
Of course. So, and Omosede Igbeneghu has been there before. Ironically, the current deputy governor was the DG of her campaign when she was in the Senate, and she did exceedingly well.
When she was in the House of Reps.
Sorry, when she was in the House of Reps.
Right.
You know, so she's not coming to a new turf. She's coming to an arena that she has played in. You know, she knows how to do things, and she has initiated a lot of eye-catching bills that have affected the lives of people, especially in the Ovia area. Look at the development that is also going on there. The Alpa Ekenwa Road project, connecting Dancy Local Road to Okada. A lot of projects and the remodeling of some schools. A lot of initiatives are going on.
Let's talk about Omosede now, Honorable Omosede, and the Deputy Governor. We're talking about Dennis Idahosa. Of course, in 2015, she ran against. I mean, he ran against Omosede, and Omosede won that election. I mean, he was the DG. Omosede was the election. But in 2019 and 2023, Omosede ran against him, and she lost to him.
Yeah.
And there were things that he said about each other by way of campaign in 2019 and in 2019 and in 2023. Won't those things work against Honorable Omosede Igbeneghu? Or are we just going to leave them in the arena of politics?
First of all, as far as those things does not affect the collective desire for the growth and development of their federal constituency, they don't make any meaning beyond political rhetorics during campaigns. First of all, these are crossfire statements that are made during electionary. But when it comes to governance, you drop politics and face governance. And I don't think there are any statement of such that are deeper to affect or influence the governance capacity delivery of both smart and experienced young political icons in the person of His Excellency Right Honorable Dennis Osagbo Idausa and Honorable Gabriela Igbenedion.
Okay, let's wrap it up now because of time. Lately, we've seen a new dynamic to politicking in those states. When Barrister, I should say, Felix Osemege got suspended the other time, then there was this element of tribalism that started setting in. Bini people, Esan people, and so on and so forth. How much of impact will that have on this electioneering?
No, there's not going to be much, but first of all, we need to realize that we are having a society that is built on multiculturalism.
Right.
More than 300 ethnic groups and more than 500 tribes in Nigeria. So we are operating not an absolute democratic system. We are operating multicultural democracy. In such system, there are about to be insinuations of tribal sentiment here and there, but the collective goal that unites this country is about being Nigeria, you know. So by extension, being Edo as a state. So whatever we do, we should be able to do it to affect positively on the growth and development of Edo State. Not on the, I don't look at the base of sentiment of where you come from, your tribe, your creed. Those are a little bit of profiling, which doesn't flow with my personal philosophy or principles. But with the same issue, I don't want to really delve into it.
Right.
We should be looking at the principles of accountability and transparency, which the Governor Monday Okpebholo'S stands to straighten across board. When he suspended the man from Edo North and subsequently remove him now, the man in the flood and erosion control.
Right.
Nobody cry, nobody from Edo North cry foul. You get it? So why do we now have to look at the issues? He has stated in the suspension letter what transpired, which is in the public
basis for the suspension.
You know, the basis for the suspension. Why are people not looking at that basis?
I think that's the brilliant way to put it. But again, we're just 4 days away from the election.
Yes.
We hope the best man wins, as they say.
And the best is APC, and the best is Governor Okpebholo, the best is Ipeya as a senator, and
I knew you would say that. You and I will be here to also, by the grace of God, do.
No, after the election, we're going to judge. Now we are going to war. From that to Saturday, it's going to be war. Violence-free processes. No, absolutely. That's what the APC stands for.
I just say a big thank you to you.
Thank you very much.
Comrade Harun Abraham, for coming to talk to us about these issues. As usual, this is where we're leaving the program this morning, everyone. We appreciate you for spending your time with us this morning. Ramsey, my colleague, and I, we're grateful for this investment. I will say continue to watch Global Television.